I'm Madeleine Harvey. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. We've got some really big plans for today's lesson. We're going to talk about how to get rid of your vocal break. So we're going to get deep into the larynx. Isolate those little vocal folds, strengthening them and giving you the tools that you need to practice at home and completely eliminate your break once and for all. So if you like today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up or click that subscribe button below. I would love to see you here more often. The video that you're about to see was taken as a clip from a live voice lesson that was shot earlier. To watch the entire voice lesson and participate in the exercise, I invite you to click that join button below and become a member of this channel. As a member, you'll have exclusive access to all of our live voice lessons that we're going to do every Monday and Thursday at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. You'll also have access to our complete backlog of live voice lessons. That way you can continue to explore and customize all the things you want to learn about your voice. So again, just click that join button below. It's only $4.99 a month, and your membership helps to support our channel. That way we can continue to deliver awesome content for you. Are you ready to get started? Here we go. Hi, everybody. Happy New Year. I'm so glad to see you guys. And happy Monday. I have to remember that it's a Monday. Everyone just get settled in. We're going to ease into this. There's a lot to talk about today. As always, bring something yummy, warm, or water to drink. A pen, a pencil, a piece of paper. We never know when we're going to say something really profound or useful at the very least. Happy New Year, Jack. So we've got a heavy topic today. I really like to talk about heavy topics. And on that note, if you guys ever want to talk about something specific, something that you're personally struggling with, whether it's vocally or emotionally, and you feel that it could benefit the group, then I will be happy to do a live on that. So be sure to leave your requests in that comments portion of our video today. It really inspires me. It keeps me on my game. So thank you for bringing your questions every time. Just a reminder for everyone that is here, we're going to be doing these lives every Monday and Thursday at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. We will leave a link below just in case you're wondering what time that means for you guys. But we're just going to jump into this. I'm so excited about this. So if you think about the thing that you might be the most afraid of with regards to your voice, I bet you the voice breaking is a heavy hitter with that. It is for me. It is for me. Pitch and the voice breaking are two things that tend to really scare me about my voice. It's something that it can undermine the way that I structure my practices. Let me be a little bit more specific about that. So let's say I'm singing a song, just like you're singing a song, and you find that the key is in that wonky, slippery, breaky place. And if you find yourself going, well, I could probably just put this in my chest voice, or I could put this in my head voice, or I could figure out how to mix. What would that be like for this song? Then that lets you know that there's some variance within that break. So there's a lot that factors into what makes the voice break. Three really, really big things. One is the ratio of where that resonance is going is a little off. So for example, if we're singing a mid to high note and we're trying to push it all in the mouth, that pressure is just going to build until we can't sustain that pressure anymore. And then the vocal cords are going to fly open just to relieve that pressure so we can focus the sound in the nose. So that's resonance. The other one is that there is a fluctuation in the airflow, so an air pressure issue. But the one that we're going to talk about today is the break as it exists at the chord level. And that's where I feel a lot of people, they just ignore that piece, or it's so detailed that they're not quite sure how to even engage that work. So, okay, let me see if I can shadow puppet this for you guys. This is your larynx. That's kind of how it looks. It's actually a little like this, inside of your throat. When you go to a high note, the arytenoid muscle, just like a bow and arrow, pulls back and it does that, but it goes in that direction. So the chords become thinner, just like guitar strings, as they do that. And then as we go low, thyroid muscle here pulls against, shortening the chords. They become shorter and thicker, and that's where we get our low notes. So sometimes when we break or we wobble, this is more persistent with a wobble, we go from a high note, and then the voice just wants to relax pretty quickly, so it will just do that really quickly. So we kind of lose that core tension, and that feels like a shaking or a wobble. So what we want to do, especially today, is we want to be able to control this movement. So we're going to go painfully slow. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. We're going to go so slow it might make you want to lose your mind a little bit, but that's where you can get both strength and flexibility. So it's really right at the heart of how to really condition the voice. So there's this dimension, that dimension. There's also another type of dimension that consists with the chords themselves. And it's where they roll. They kind of roll like this. And this is where you'll feel that you can do a particular note, let's say, in a head voice. So what that really means is you're going for a thinner vocal cord coordination. So if you go, it's a thinner chord coordination. It's not that the resonance itself has changed. It's that what you're doing at the chord level has changed. So it's thinner. Follow me so far? But you also know, okay, I can do this at a chest level, which means the chords have like rolled. So they go, ah, right? So we get very confused at that level, which one is right. Well, we should be able to control that along many different degrees, but it's another dimension that we have to feel our voice through. So what we're going to do today is we're going to aim for the thinner side of the chord. That tends to be where collectively we're a little weaker, that it gets harder to control it when it's at the thinner side of the chord. So we're going to do 3 notes, and we'll start at middle C, and we're going to go in semitone increments, which is going to be a little weird for your ear, but it's going to go. Part of the reason we want to do that is because we want to teach the chords how to feel, really feel the difference, or the interval, the space between the notes, even if they're right next to each other. That's a totally different feeling on the chord. And as you slide very slowly from semitone to semitone, the chords learn how to stay connected. Is this making sense to everybody? I know I gave you a whole bunch of information. But as we go semitone to semitone, we are slowly increasing that lengthening of the larynx, and then we're slowly controlling that return. Your voice is going to fight you on this. It's going to wobble. It might break. It's probably more going to shake, in the same way that you're at the gym and you're doing push-ups and your arms kind of shake, or your legs kind of shake when they're under tension. So we're going to keep those chords at a thinner coordination, which is going to hold more intensity on the chord. And we're going to go very slowly, allowing your chords to feel the space between the pitches. It's a very controlled movement. You're going to feel great when we're done today. Really great. And you will also know kind of where your skeletons are, like in the closets, so to speak. You'll kind of know where those vulnerable places are if you didn't know already. You'll have a very specific understanding of exactly where that wobble is prone to occur. So, with that being said, we're not going to shape. We're not going to overly shape. We're going to go really neutral. My favorite neutral sound is huh, because there's no vowel demand on that. I'm not going, ah, ee, ooh. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just going, so it's just really, really neutral. This will make sure that I'm not trying to accentuate anything else to compensate for anything. It allows us to go straight to the chord. So I'll demonstrate first for you. We're gonna stay at the head voice end, so we're gonna try to see if we can keep this kind of head voicey. Hi, Victoria. Happy New Year, friend. So we're gonna keep it a little bit head voicey. You will notice that by the time each one you do, you'll be like, oh my God. That takes so much breath support just to be able to control. So let's try it together, starting at middle C, one time for your ear. Slow, slow, slow. Oopsie, not that, but middle C. Good, good. Slow, slow, slow. Do not let your voice relax. Here we go. Ready? Yeah. The chords are connecting right at that edge level. And if you see any fluctuations in it, it's like, oh yeah, that takes so much precision just to stay balanced on it. It would be much easier for us to go, so much easier for us to go loud, but we don't want to do that. It's harder. It's a lot harder to control it at those early, subtle stages. If you find, we're at D now, but if you find that as you're going there and it wants to go, what your voice is trying to do is just trying to hurry up and relax. So don't let it. It wants to go, it just wants to just go ahead and drop that coordination because it wants to relax. It's a little hard. Don't let her do that. Control. Imagine each semitone is a tiny little slide, very little slide. You want your chords to be able to feel what that feels like. Ooh, that variation between D and D sharp. Okay, here we go. Let's give it a try. Let's try that one more time. Good. Whew. Yeah, good, very good. Take your time in between those notes. one again. Good. Now, if we haven't already, we're about to hit a common major wobble zone. Wobble zone. Don't try to overcorrect. Don't try to compensate, and don't try to go louder. We're really trying to manage our volume, our dynamic, as we stay intent. We stay with purpose on that inner edge and going so slow. Slow. Here we go, starting at G.